Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 finale released, and I just finished watching it. There are spoilers in here, so if you have not watched the series finale, I would tune out and check back in once you have. I personally have 7 years invested in this show and around 35 or so years invested into this franchise. So for me, this is the most involved I've ever been in a show or franchise in my life. I absolutely love the Karate Kid franchise. And when I first heard about a Cobra Kai show, my first thought was, oh, it's probably going to be some kind of cheesy, funny type, not quite sitcom, but just too much with the jokes type thing. I was excited, but I was apprehensive. And then we got the trailer, and I was like, okay, this looks legit. After watching the first season, I was absolutely blown away. I loved it. I thought it was so perfect and so good. And I don't watch shows. I'm not a big show guy, so for me, this was something I could finally watch and get excited for. For the most part, everything that they've done with this series has been very good. Now, after part 2 of season 6, I was a little worried how they were going to end it. Something felt off about it, and the whole Miyagi thing. But I gotta say, part 3 of season 6 was absolutely incredible. It was the most emotional and heartbreaking, and it tugged at the heartstrings more than any show or any movie that I have ever personally been a part of. I think I cried 5, maybe 6 different times in the final episodes. They just did it so perfect, and they wrapped it up so well. It's very rare for a show to actually have the series finale end up being very good. And the last one that comes to mind that I can think of was MASH. An absolute perfect send-off. Because more times than not, shows usually screw it up on the series finale. But this one, man, the writers they're so good, and they know their stuff, and they know the fans. They nailed it. It was perfect. The scene with Johnny and Kreese, Johnny kind of taking his wall down and really opening up to Kreese, and Kreese kind of coming to and having a realization in his life to where he wants redemption and he wants to be good. That was the most I've ever cried in a movie or show in my life. I was bawling. That was such an epic and amazing performance. William Zabka should get all kinds of awards for this because it was incredible. So many different things. We got to see Miyagi again. Sam goes off to Okinawa, and we get a throwback to Daniel meeting Miyagi at the gate and him showing up and deciding he wanted to go with her to Okinawa. Absolutely love that. We get Dimitri and Eli end up at the same school together. The whole show came full circle, and the franchise came full circle with Daniel accepting and approving and being okay with Cobra Kai existing and promoting it and being a part of it, liking it. They just made this show so perfect and so well. They just did such an amazing job on every little aspect of it. They get the fans, they get the franchise, they get it. And I'm so glad that it ended the way it did. Everything was wrapped up in a perfect bow. And man, I just cannot say enough positive things about this. I loved it. I was satisfied. So for me, it was the culmination of 35 plus years being wrapped up, and it was a little bittersweet. It's sad to see it go, but I am glad how it ended. And man, just an emotional roller coaster of the past 7 years. Cheers to the writers and every person involved in this show, because they absolutely hit a grand slam. So let me know what you think about the show, the series finale, and Cobra Kai in general. Thanks for checking out the video, and have a good day.